All right, we are back. This is part four of the charge. On that note, let's begin. So, I want to start with distinguishing systematically the difference between a natural person and a body corporate. So, obviously, the natural person is sentient, flesh and blood, mind and soul, and spirit. On the other hand, the body corporate person is considered a public or private corporation. Excuse me, a public or a private corporation. Now, a person used of a natural body or an artificial one created by law as a corporation. Now, here's the thing. In my analysis of the so-called legal system, what I found to be of interest, and I'd like to share it with my audience, is that I'm under the assumption that when a civilian or natural person is approached by a police, that police knows that the natural person may not know the difference between which person is being referenced when it's asked, the natural person is asked for an ID. In fact, I would assume that in maybe 70% of the cases, most people don't know, so naturally they go, well, here you go, right? But at that point, there is a process of two corporations, right, that are now connecting to each other, and you are in the middle of it, not necessarily knowing. So the reason that I felt that this was so important to bring out in the charge process is because it is the instrumentality, or actually the body corporate person, that's actually being charged in most cases, unless obviously it's just something that's so obvious that yes, of course the natural person is charged. But in the majority of the cases that are lined up to statutes and codes and articles and ordinances, right, those charges are affixed to the corporate you that you are not aware of. As some content creators and sovereigns talk in reference to as the sovereign. I don't want to get into that part at this point, but nonetheless, let's get ready for video 5 that's coming up here in just a few minutes.